Can I use gear purchased only through the basic merchants to kill geared players? Yes. To do this, I actually managed pretty well on 2 different classes, Barbarian and Ranger. Barbarian provides 2 things, high damage and high sustain. For damage, we can take a Felling Axe with Axe Specialization, plus 5 damage, and Executioner, 10% extra headshot damage, as well as Berserk for extra physical power when our health is low. With all of this, we do about 95 damage on a headshot to a dummy, which is roughly 55 damage to a player with 20% PDR and a 10% headshot damage reduction helmet, meaning if we hit 4 headshots in a row, that's around 220 damage. Couple that with the Felling Axe's high attack speed and Achilles strike, so that if we hit them once, we're going to hit them at least 2 more times. We have a very good, reliable damage source. Now, if we just try to W-key somebody with gear, they're going to kill us because they do way more damage. But here's where the sustain part comes in. Blood exchange. Every attack we do heals us by 10%, which means that every little tick of Achilles strike will heal us by 10%, which gives us an in-fight, extremely effective method to heal. So we have high damage, high health, and we have good healing. Let's see what we can do. Someone spawned here. Okay, we have a cleric for our first ever fight, and he's not very geared. Missed my first hit, but we can just hold W key and M1. I don't think I hit a single headshot. Immediately rest at a campfire to get blood exchange back, very crucial. And this guy was poor, so we keep on looking. There is yet another cleric behind this door. I don't know why there's a ranger trap there, don't ask. I want to heal a little bit before I fight this guy, so I pull back. This is a smite cleric, so we just gotta wait out his smite. And smite is over, he's just going to run away. He gets hit by a goblin, so I hard push, and of course, there is another ranger trap. Never trap next to a doorway like that. People can just close the door and then disarm it. So now I am on the back foot, and thankfully he does chase me. I don't actually feel all that pressured right now because I still have blood exchange up. He actually lets me heal back up to full. Wait out the smite duration. He runs away again. He does get the first hit on me, but again, blood exchange. I just go all in. And just barely, but I do win. He actually negated a lot of my healing there by just bunny hopping over and over. Pretty smart on his part, but it didn't save him. And of course, the loot. Nothing too crazy, but it's a lot better than what I came in with. Not bad for Squire gear. I extract and on to the next. So we killed 2 clerics in 1 match, and we got pretty lucky that we didn't run into somebody with a high move speed. With basic gear, we're never going to catch somebody who has maximum move speed. A class that could catch somebody with 110% move speed though, is Ranger. Ranger has 2 things that make it viable. High damage, shotgun goes hard, and the ability to immobilize the enemy. That's right, traps. Even with a gray longbow, if somebody's gonna step into your trap, they're guaranteed to soak up a ton of damage, and if they're a squishy class, it's just game over. Most people won't hard chase a ranger though, so I'll be using an idea from a previous video, Slayer disguise. Throw on a leather cap, dual wield 2 swords, and nobody will ever even think to check for a trap. It's easy bait. Oh, time to lure somebody into a trap. I have no clue what this druid is trying to do, but it's not working. He's not going to poke me through that hole. Swing wildly, make myself look like I have no clue what's going on. And it's as simple as that. I don't know what he was building for. His gear is all over the place. Barbarian wants to leave. I'm not going to let him. And a random wizard with the fireball from behind. I expected this wizard to hard push me, but he just kind of left. I don't know why. Got a few upgrades, and goodbye. Other than those two, however, who else can we play with minimum investment and potentially massive payoff? Unfortunately, of all the other classes that I tried, I could kill less geared players, but anytime a really geared player showed up, I just died. Wizard, I could kill people in blue gear, but I would struggle against people in actual good kits. And it doesn't help that my wizard is only level 5. Rogue just doesn't have enough damage with a gray dagger. So, I guess that's it. Just Barbarian and Ranger are the only two viable for going in with gray merchant kits, for me at least. So with that conclusion out of the way, I'm going to widen up my limit just a little bit. Marketplace, 1 item, 50 gold. That's it. And that'll open up the door for my favorite class. First, we buy a rare 50 gold stiletto for Rogue and go in with Cutthroat, which we can use to pretty easily take down a caster. As long as it's not an already ignited bonk wizard, we can just go all in and stab him to death. And pretty much all squishies are on the menu: Wizard, Caster Warlock, other rogues, Slayer Fighter, and Rangers. If we can get an ambush from Hide, all of these classes are pretty easily dealt with. And of course, getting a little bit lucky during the match isn't going to hurt. That's a PDR fighter. I want to run away from him. I am not going to be able to kill him. There's a ranger up here. I'll just feel him out. He's playing very territorial, so I'm not going to push him. He probably has traps set up. And now I'm just going to run around looking for more people. I have a lot of mobs aggroed on me. I'm hoping that this guy's just going to come in and take the aggro, but that's not what happens. I hear a second person. And now there are 3 different people, all in the same area. And now I'm stuck in a corner, so I just go invis, and I'm trying to walk past the AI, and a wizard walks into me. Back attack is so good. Get a little bit greedy there. So I just back out, start healing, wait for my cooldowns to reset, and just kill some of the mobs on me. Just 1 blue dagger upgrades rogue damage output so much. I know that ranger's still around, so I crouch up and I go invis. And the ranger steps into his own trap. Ghost footstep scared me. And we get the juice. Just those boots alone, double move speed, is worth like 1,300. Not bad. Ruby silver doublet. I forgot to drop the crystal swords that I was using to get into high enough gear score for high roller. Grab whatever's good off the ranger, and I am ready to leave. But first I have to check if this is a squishy class that I could get even more gear off of. And it's a barbarian. I'm not fighting that. I'm just going to run away. A little bit of indecision. And I'm just in time for the lift, but there's a ranger. And I take a good amount of damage, but I'm high enough in the air that it doesn't matter anymore. And just like that, I leave with a 13,000 gold wizard kit in my inventory. I came in with 50 gold worth of gear, and you know, like 200 gold worth of green crystal swords to get my gear score high enough for high roll. Let's not mention that. 50 gold, just 1 dagger, and I two-shotted a wizard with a 13,000 gold. Like, huh? He had to have been low, right? So there you have it, a match on Barbarian and a match on Ranger in gray merchant gear. I kill 2 people each, and I get some decently juicy gear. Nothing top tier, mind you, but it's really not gear that I have any business contending with. If you've watched this far, consider subscribing, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, bye.